And welcome on in, everybody. It's your Frogman here, King Pep II, bringing you some more Brown Dust 2. The new update just happened. Very, very excited to see how it is. Gonna go through it. And as always, gonna check out every individual little update that they had. Gonna bring up the dev notes so that I can remind myself, where to tackle first. Because I always have a hard time tackling where to go first. So I just figured that I might as well just go to the dev notes and then just do it in that order, so to say. But with that being said, before we get it started, like, subscribe if you enjoy the content. If you want more, just keep on liking it. And the socials are down at the bottom: Twitter, Twitch, all that fun stuff. And without further ado, let's head into it. Okay, let's get it. Oh, man, lots of lineups September through October. Man, they really cooking for this one, man. And there she is. There's Sonya, the debuffer for the Dark Elemental teams. And right now I do have the volume on low just because, so you guys don't hear the music that loud. But I'll put it a little bit upward, just a little bit. Should be fine, right? Yeah, I believe it should be fine. Okay. So let's get it. Let's check her out. Oh yeah, and then we have the new cutscene for Rafina. Now she is an old 5-star, but nonetheless, Gami did say that he was going to start working on more and more of the past 5-stars because a lot of them still don't have their skill animation cutscenes. So still going to have to wait, but you know what? It is worth the wait because I know that him and his team will do great work. Okay, so let me go do this. And let's get it. Let's go. Okay, here is the Sonya pickup celebration login event. So remember to log in. Lots of free rewards here, as always, So always love that, by the way. Shout out again to the Brown Dust 2 dev team and everybody else working on their ends. They do fabulous work. And so let's hit it. Okay, yeah, I do have my summer wallpaper up still, guys. So still rocking summer still, guys, Summer don't end. Okay, summer don't end. Okay, there's Sonya. Now we're going to take a little bit of a look. And here we do have the new menu UI. This is something they did say was going to happen. And let me bring up these dev notes, by the way. So let's see. So we have the new season event, Stigma of Dreams, which I am going to be doing. You guys know how I always do those videos, though. I always wait until everything is unlocked, and then I do the entire, the end experience, no commentary videos that I do, right? My last one is up, by the way, for the summer one. So if you want to go check it out, it is there for you guys to view. Okay, so Sonya pulling. Well, we're going to take a look at her first before I even start to pull. Okay, so we'll get into the new UI and quality of life updates in a second here, though. And yes, very happy. We got some more quality of life updates. And going to make a lot of veterans and new players happy about it, Okay, let's go take a look at her. Okay, here we have Sonya. And by the way, in case my reactive for tier here goes out, I do have some backup images because reactive lately has been acting up a little bit. They did like a massive update, it seemed. What was it, last week? So they've been having some issues here and there. So in case you guys see a message pop up, with a red alert or something, don't worry about it. I'll like switch it on over to like the images instead. Just so you guys know that. Okay, so here we have Sonya. Apply a 55% vulnerability to the enemy for 4 turns. If this attack results in the enemy having a chain count of 6 or more, apply 75% dark vulnerability for 4 turns instead. She deals so-and-so magic, depending on how you have her built, to the enemy equal to 300% of your magic attack. Okay, so very interesting. Let's see. So she applies the vulnerability. Okay. Now, it doesn't say if it's magic or physical, so I'm going to assume that this means just overall vulnerability. Doesn't matter which is. So it's like both, basically, then. So it caters to both magic and physical. Okay. That's what I'm getting out of it, by the way. So, but if this attack results in the enemy having a chain count of 6 or more, apply 75% dark vulnerability, though. So, in a lot of ways, she is very versatile with how this could go, which I am actually, impressed with. Okay, so before I look in the investment here, let me just see. So yeah, Luvencia would definitely benefit from having Sonya on the team now, along with now Once and Liberta too. You know what I mean? So if you have Once and Liberta and you have her like well built, she'll definitely help with even having Sonya on the team now, because that dark vulnerability being applied for a chain count is actually really nice, especially for Luvencia. And I mean, you could even go so far as to put like Wilhelmina on that to even extend the damage for Luvencia, because then this is how I see the team right here. So you would have Liberta or Onsen Liberta, right? Then you would have Sonya. Then you would have Wilhelmina. You would also have Rafithia to enhance the chain, right? Well, actually, it would be Rafithia and then Wilhelmina. And then you would have Luvencia at the end, because anybody at the end is the one that does the most damage because of the, the chain count. So that's how I would set up my team, personally, right? Especially going up against a, light elemental boss, which we are going to be taking a look at, because it is Tanya, which is the, well, she was, okay, so I'm not going to give too much away, because if anybody's curious about Sonya's story, because, like I said, you can view it in the event stories now permanently, but she does play a big part and a big role in Sonya's life. Okay, so Tanya, though, I know that she is the new Fiend Hunter boss, though, so she's most likely going to be having some sort of chain. I'm just gonna assume until we see her. But yeah, so yeah, we got so many like roles here that we can go with. Well, first we're gonna do the free roll, because you never know, right? You never know. Okay, Eleanor's like, not today. She's like, not today. But don't worry, guys. I'll unlock Sonya here. Let's see. Now, investment-wise, well, let me go and unlock Sonya first, and then we'll talk about the investment here. Okay, we got 30 so far. 30 so far. Okay, 40. We're at 40 still. 50. Okay, we're not having that much luck. Okay, 60. 70. Damn. Okay, this is like. Okay, we're up to the guarantee at this point, right? Okay, Eleanor. Drop me like 4 Sonyas and, I'll forgive you. Oh, man. That was brutal, actually. That was pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Let's see, Yuri. Okay, I mean, it is idle Yuri. And I haven't +5'd her all the way, so you know what? I'll take it still. But we want to have Sonya, because I do want to test her out. I have to look at her, the plussing, though. So if I unlock her now, I can get a free copy of her, depending on, like, if her SP or turnaround goes down by, like, +1. Because some of them, like I said, it's in very rare cases you see it, though, when you have to +3 them in order to get, like, that countdown. You know what I mean? For, like, turns or SP to be, like, decreased. Okay, so it looks like we didn't have a lot of luck with that, guys. So, yeesh. It might be, what's it called here? Well, let's talk about our investment before I start doing some brutal pulls again. Okay, so if we have her at +0 here, okay. So +1. Yeah, it looks like +1. Yeah, you can get away with +1 here. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so +1 in her, I would say then you'd be sitting pretty there with her then. So, like, unlock another, like, copy of her in the Powder of Hope shop. If you really want to save up and wait until the update ends, right, I would then do that. But, up to you guys what you want to do with that. I want to at least get her, and then I'll +1 her with the Powder of Hope. I want to at least do that. That's why I want to just, you know, unlock her now. Because I do see her as being a benefit on a team. Like, huge benefit, in fact. Okay, Eleanor. There we go. There we go, sweetie. Come on, Eleanor. Bring her home. Oh, they're going to tease me again, guys. They're going to tease me. They're teasing me. Okay, so, gonna also see how she's like in the Fiend Hunter practice as well in this video. So, just to get a feel for it. The last Fiend Hunter boss, I'm not gonna lie, guys, was, it was very unique. It was a very interesting fight. There we go. And Tanya. Oh, look at that. Sonya and Tanya. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna check her out then in the Fiend Hunter practicing arena. But yeah, the last Fiend Hunter boss was very unique, I gotta say. In a good way or a bad way? Well, I would say for a lot of players, it was interesting. It wasn't like it was a bad boss. It was just a very interesting, because the thing was, I didn't expect its condition to be like, you have to activate it through weakening. I didn't expect that. That's kind of what blew me away about that. So yeah, in a lot of ways, I was kind of shocked with it. But anyway, so we got Sonya. As much as I would love to pull and keep pulling, thing is, guys, we do have like that anniversary later on in December. Plus, we have Darian and Tyr, and I would love to, you know, unlock them and plus them a little bit. So with Sonya, I'm gonna hold off until we get her in the Powder of Hope shop. Nothing against her, it's just that I do want to have her, and I would suggest, you know, going for her, guys, if you can. That is if you can. But yeah. So, we're going to look at the new UI. Oh, yeah. So, we got still maid Rubia here. Well, I guess you could say her first maid one. You know, maid named C here. So, she is still until September 18th. So, you have some time to roll for her if you like. She's a physical type. This one actually doesn't do burn damage. But the other... Well, I know that the other two do, which is the Maid Bikini one and the Desert Thorn one. I don't know about the Pirate one because I know there's a name to it. I don't know, at least I could check actually. I could say the Pirate one because, I mean, she is. Because I actually don't have her unlocked, surprisingly. So hers was, let's see, where's she at? Where's she at? There it is. This looks badass, by the way. I love it. Yeah, so she also, okay, so she doesn't do, burn, but she does reduce the enemy defense for Rubius. By the way, always save these tickets. I'm not gonna like stress this, right? But do these, do get these tickets from the Tower of Salvation 4-4, because it's like a guarantee. This is actually a guarantee, 100% guarantee. I like to remind people just because, you know, in case they don't want to do the tower, at least do tower, you know, floor 4 to get these tickets, because like I said, it is a guaranteed all the time. You see this here, right? This is the proof, right? But it is RNG, but nonetheless, it is still a free, you know, 100% guarantee of a 5-star. So do keep that in mind. Also, they did add now Maid Rubia to the lineup. So where's she at? Well, her Maid Bikini one. Right here. There she is. She is added now to the 12 select. Okay, so keep that in mind. The pick 1 selective was just, you know, a summer anniversary thing. Who knows? They might bring it back in the 2.5 anniversary. They might bring it back, so you never know. They could do that. So also keep that in mind as well. So if you have any like tickets saved over for this, I would hold off a little bit until like 2.5 arrives in December, but that's up to you guys. But I would suggest doing that because you never know. They might do that. Selective 1 again, where you can actually have a higher drop rate of getting them. I think it's like 1.5. So it is actually a higher rate. But yeah. But yeah, so let's take a look at the new UI though. So what they did here now was they divided it where not everything is just on one menu now anymore. Because before everything was just like on one menu. So they wanted to make it easier where they would have the costumes here, right? And then they would have the gear here. So I do see that as, you know, that is actually nice. So it's not, you know, overclogged with information, so to say. So it is a nice quality of life update, I'll say that. Now I navigated it just fine before, but like, you know, I don't mind it either again. Okay, so her exclusive gear adds magic attack, 45%, crit damage, 50%. Very, very nice. I gotta admit, this is actually really cool looking equipment. I like it. It has the moon. It's a black moon, by the way. So I think it actually fits her. So do the free draws, right? Now, do you actually need the exclusive gear? That's totally up to you guys what you want to do with that. Because there are times when I say in my videos that, yes, going for exclusive gear can help you more so with DPS units rather than, like, supporter types. The thing with, like, I would say with Sonya, she is a nice supporter because she adds that vulnerability. So in a way, she's kind of like a sub DPS unit, right? She's kind of a sub DPS unit. I wouldn't, in my opinion, having it would give you that 50% crit damage. But the thing is, you're gonna be doing damage with your other like bigger, you know, heavy hitters if you have them on your team. Like for example, like Luvencia, because I know Luvencia is gonna be rerun now. Her Wild Dog Luvencia is actually. So, like, that's what I mean. Like, and I see why they reran her, too, was because, you know, Luvencia is going to benefit a big, you know, overall with this, like, update. So, that's what I would say. Like, for Luvencia, yes, go for exclusive gear when she drops. But that's up to you. But, yeah, I would say that for her, exclusive gear would benefit her to get them, like, damage numbers in, right? For Sonya, you don't have to go for the exclusive gear, but, you know, you're not really gonna, because like you can just have crafted UR gear and just put it on her and she'll be fine with it, right? Just get those substats up and you'll like actually have like crit damage added to her, so it's not as a big deal. Okay, just want to let you guys know that. Okay, so we roll for her. We have her here. There we go. I'll just put her there for now, right? Okay, so let's look at the shop now. Let's see the new Powder of Hope. So, Young Lady Blade, codename A Rafina, Maid Bikini Rubia there, and then Beach Vacation Morphia. So, there they are, guys. So, there's your lineup, right, of the ladies. So, if you want to roll for them in the Powder Host shop, go for it. If you want to save up, just as well, you can do that. But yeah, just remember, though, that, you know, there are a lot of ways still that you can just unlock 5 stars in this game, okay? Golden Thread Shop for the monthly one for enhancing is going to be unlocked every first of the month, of the new month, okay? So we're coming up to October, so you'll be having your opportunity here. I'm going to be finished off Libertas Onsen to +5 because she's a huge benefit for chain stacking. And now with Sonya here, that's definitely going to enhance that damage output. I went for a B rank idol Elenir because I'm going to be building Elenir up. She's excellent for PvP, by the way, so that's something you should keep in mind with that, right? Also, a lot of these reset themselves at the beginning of each month too, so keep that in mind as well. But I normally just spend it on the tickets, the costume selective enhancement, and the Tears of the Goddess. Because right now for me, I'm very short on Tears of the Goddess, so I gotta be careful. But yeah, so I did say I wanted to... now, you don't have to do it, but me personally, I'm a big Morphia lover for this game, right? As well as Rubia. So I'm most likely going to +5 in both of them, just because, you know, I really, really want to. So in fact, let me go do that. There we go. She's +5 now. And as for Rubia, I did say I was going to do this, so there we go. No regrets. I love it. Okay, so we still have the Mirror War shop. This resets itself in about 13 days. So if you want type idol Helena for barriers, And for SP gain, she is in the shop. Okay. But it's really her, like, B rank idol is the one that's, like, you know, the favored of the two. Okay, so where else should we stop by? Let's take a look at Stigma of Dreams. So here we have... Oh, I heard that music, man. I heard that music. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it because I lowered the audio for the game. But... damn, dude. You don't know how excited I am to be doing this finally. Right? I said it in my previous video too. I had no idea. Like, I wouldn't have even thought that they were going to be dropping Darien and Sonya so soon. I thought it would happen next year, in fact, when they started season 4. But they're gonna do it now. I had no idea that this was gonna happen, so I'm very excited because, you know, this Stigma of Dreams is now gonna go into the backstory of Darien and what happened with her, most likely, in fact, along with Sonya after, like, you know, their other stories, which was in Blades and which was also in Sonya's and Rue's story, right? So this is gonna go and fast forward to, like, their moments. So in a lot of ways, I'm very, very happy that the devs now are going in this direction with the storytelling for both of them, because you can kind of say that this is most likely going to be the build up to, like, the 12 seats, which they did say, like, and you can even read it in the dev notes, because apparently there's, like, 12 seats, I believe they call them, and Darien is one of them, Sonya is one of them, Greta, as you saw her, but she's just an NPC for now, but trust me, she'll be a playable character in the future. And then you have Tyr. Now, Tyr, I don't think is a seat, because the thing was, I didn't see a number on her, like, anywhere. Obviously, she was, like, advertising everything for you guys with that skill cutscene, right? So there wasn't a number on her, though. So maybe Tyr is going to be working, you know, for the Valkyries, for us, you know, for our, you know, for Eustia, Shada, Gray, right? Maybe she'll fight with us, right? So yeah, we don't know, but all I know is that this story is going to go hard, and I'm very excited for it. Now, like I said, I always do with this is I normally just wait for everything to be unlocked first. So, like, after this is unlocked here, I'll be doing the entire story as a VN experience for my YouTube channel, right? No commentary, just a straight up, you know, watch along basically is what it is, you know? That's what I normally do with those. You got normal battle, so let's see, normal battle, there's Darien. Dude, I'm so excited for her drop. I'm so excited. Then we have Greta, who I did say later on, she is going to be added as a playable character, so do keep that in mind, okay? Do keep that in mind. Okay, so we're also going to be testing out Sonya as well with this one. I'm just going to slap gear on her. I'm not going to construct gear at the moment. I'm just going to slap something on Sonya, you know? Just to keep her alive. Okay, so here we have the new Abyssal Moon Shadow Tanya. Now, if nobody played back when they did Sonya's story, Tanya was actually a boss you fought. She was actually a Fiend Hunter boss. But the thing was, she was, I believe, a water element. So now we have her as a light element, right? So maybe she got a, I don't know, she got an enhancement or a growth spurt of some sort. But yeah, she does look more terrifying in this sense. So very excited to be fighting her. And like I said, we'll see and take a look at her. Actually, we could do that now, in fact. We'll do that now since I'm on the topic. So let's go do it. We'll do a practice run with her. So let me set up my team here, right? We'll put Sonya. Let's see, Luvencia. Like I said, this is legit my setup for this right now. Okay. So this is what I would do. Okay, this is what I would do. Going up against them. And since Sonya is mainly going to be the highlight for what we're about to see, I would say that this is a great way of doing it. Now, I could put Blade as well, because I think Blade would fit in with this. But we're going to test this out just to see, okay? But yeah, I would also put Blade in for Wilhelmina, just because Blade also does physical vulnerability on her side of it. And she also has a counter And I don't know, depending on what this boss is too. Because I don't even know what this boss is. I don't believe it's magic, is it? Because if it's magic, I'm going to have to build an entire gear set for like Luvencia and anyone else. Because they only have like physical protection. But let's see here. Let me just slap something on Sonya really quickly so she just doesn't, you know, get knocked the hell out. Right? I mean, I don't know if this is magic, so we'll just put magic. I don't know. I believe Tanya the last time was a magic build. If I'm not mistaken, I believe she was. But don't quote me on that. Let me see. I'll just slap. Now, mind you, this is just for testing. This isn't actually the real, you know. Just saying. This isn't like the real test, so to say. I'll also put Venomous Fang on her. I don't know who this Venomous Fang. Why is this Venomous Fang off somebody? Hold up. You know what? I'm gonna figure that out later. Like off stream, I'll figure it out because that's a little unnerving. Somebody without their 4-star gear. Can't be having that. I'll just put this on her. I'll have her built by the next time. Okay, this is just showcasing her. Okay. This is just showcasing it. So, let's get... Oh, yeah, I gotta level her up. My bad. Hold up. Wait a minute. I forgot to level her up. Hold up. She'll have all this gear, right? But she'll be like a level 1. Give me a moment. Let me do this really quickly. It'll be super fast. Another quality of life improvement they did was just like simply, you'll see what I mean. So, boom. Now, I'm not going to use all of my yellow because I think that's insane. So, yeah, I was just like looking at that. I was like, hold up. That's right. I was like, wait a second. That is correct. I can't be using all that. I'll do this. There we go, guys. And then, boom. Look how quick that was, right? Oh yeah, I gotta change that. She doesn't do attack. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. Have I not played Brown Dust 2? Oh man, what am I doing? You know what? We'll slap on this for her. Upgrade it. It's a tier 3, but you know, tier 3s and tier 4s are strong in general for both of them. Okay, we got some crit rate magic. You know what? We'll take it for now. Whoops. So this is still strong. Okay, this is still strong. Okay, we'll just keep it at B for now. Just because I just want to showcase it, guys. Okay, that's all. That's why. Next time you see me like stream this on my Twitch channel, she's gonna be built. Okay, trust me, she'll be built. Okay, she'll be built. Okay, I forgot. Sorry. Fiend Hunter. Fiend Hunter Boss. Pepe. Fiend Hunter Boss. My goodness. Okay. Well, we're gonna start off. We'll start at 5 just to get a little feel for her, for like Tanya's. Okay, so let's see here, guys. So we got Tanya here. Let's look at her. Okay. So obviously she's immune to knockback and silence. Okay, let's look at her weak points. Oh shit. She got stat weakening. That's not good. Increase the crit damage of enemies with stat weakening. So then I'm assuming she applies it. Let's see. Where's her, Oh, she actually doesn't have one? Does she not actually have a condition? Really? I'm not seeing it. Interesting. Well, let's take a look nonetheless. Yeah, that honestly is interesting to see, because I would have expected her to have a... a condition that you had to meet. That's normally how that works too. Okay, let's see. Okay, so she does deal magic. Okay, so that is nice to know. Let me see. Oh, she targeting Luvencia hard there. Hold up. Let's move that back, shall we? Liberta, you're gonna have to take the full frontal hit with this one. I know Sonya can take this hit. Same with Rafithia. Okay, so let me see here, guys. Let me see. I didn't expect something like that to happen. Very interesting nonetheless. I mean, okay, so we can target all of those weak spots, right? Okay, so I just thought about it. And yes, I do have to level up her skill tree. But I just actually thought about this. So do I actually have to have Luvencia do her chain hit first for this to apply to Dark Vulnerability? Or does it just automatically update yeah, does it automatically update to even if I don't do a count of 6 or more right away? So like what I'm trying to say is, does this apply like just regardless, as long as the chain hit is activated on her? This will just go to Dark Vulnerability? Or do I have to do it first? Like, attack with Luvencia's chain stack first, and then when Sonya hits her, it activates Dark Vulnerability. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out, right? I mean, I actually have no idea. Okay, we're just gonna see then, because I really don't know. I really have no idea. Okay, so I'm gonna hit her on the side here. Technically, I could just do this instead, right? But see, I get a bigger hit when I do it on the side because it's a main target. That's why, for the main target, you see. You know what? I'll do it over here first then. Okay, let's just like I guess check this out because it's practice, right? It's a practice, so let's see. Yeah, I didn't think about that until now. I was like, wait a second. You know, does this apply before or after Luvencia hits? You can even use Eclipse, I would say, but the thing is, you have to chain stack, I believe. You have to chain stack instead of like having an all-out hits, I believe. Because I think that can work out too. So without you without having you, what's it called? That's another thing I didn't think about either just now. So does the chain hit work with stacking, or does it work where you have to get a straight up hit? So meaning like it has to be 6 or more for Dark Vulnerability to activate, right? So if I just like, for example, if I just did, you know, Eclipse, and normally I think Eclipse's ranges to 3 hits, right? Up to 3 hits. So I would have to have like someone else do 3 damage at least, like 3 chain hits before her, and then Eclipse would do her 3 chain hits with Nightmare Bunny, right? And then that would activate then the Dark Vulnerability? Or do I have to do something like a straight up just overall, you know, more than 6 chain hit like Luvencia does? All these questions, guys, are like in my head. You know? Yeah, it even gives you a tip here. So use your magic resist and shield to withstand the powerful attacks of the Fiend. Well, no kidding, really. I never would have thought. I know, right? Okay, so let's see here, guys. Looks like Sonya's being targeted for this one. Takes an additional 100% when hit. Okay, so let's see here. So it doesn't really matter then? Oh yeah, it does. So like if I attack here, it'll be like 96,000 in comparison, right? Then again, those numbers are gonna go up now after I activate Liberta and Rafithia skill. Okay, so Wilhelmina we'll put over. Let's see. As long as like Luvencia and Wilhelmina aren't hit, since they don't have the magic gear on right now, everyone else can withstand it. They have magic resistance. This is how you learn, guys. This is how you learn. You gotta keep, figuring this stuff out, right? This is how you learn, This is how you learn when you go through the steps. Enhance that chain stack. There's my girl. Yo, I actually saw somebody post art on Twitter for like Wilhelmina's cow bikini. The cow bikini one. I was like, I think it's time we start a new costume bracket with just like cow bikinis. You know what I'm saying? So we have like Terese. I know Terese isn't technically a costume. It's an outfit for her costume. But I'm just saying, like, can we start this trend where we now have like costumes, like an entirely different bracket? Because like you have the bunny girl ones, right? You have the Onsen ones. You know what I'm trying to say? The wedding ones, right? So let's do a cow bikini theme, right? Anybody with me on that? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, so let's see here. So we did that. We'll do that again. Oh, that's correct. I could actually do this property damage increase. Oh, that's right. I could do that. So we can do this. I might not have enough for this one. Yeah, hers is at least 4. I could do this, and then I could do this. Ooh. Attacking Liberta again. Yo, is she all about that Liberta right now? Okay, I need to actually have Sonya here, but the thing is she can take these hits. So, yeah, let me do this instead then. I really wanted to get the hit over here, though. I know, why am I thinking so hard? This is practice, right? Removes the buffs. Oh, she's gonna remove these buffs. Fuck. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to make this. We're gonna have to make this hit count. Hold up, we're gonna have to make this count. Then that means. Okay, so since this is Luvencia's moment to shine with this, I'm gonna have to make this count. It's gonna remove the buffs. Well, the ones that get hit, I should say. Yeesh. Yeah, see? Got rid of the buffs for all of them. Let's see. Stat weakening. Well, as long as it's not a DPS, right? I'm sorry, Rafithia, but like I'm just saying. We'll do this. Man, I don't have any buffs for her now because of that. Oh no, she can't get hit. I'll just kind of play it safe right now with this then. It sucks, but like, there's not much I can do. These attacks aren't going to do anything, so I'm not even going to waste the SP or spend the SP. I can do it with Levencia, however. And by the way, Levencia here is going to be having a rerun in this update, so keep that in mind. If you feel like you are lacking any chain stack hitters right now, don't worry about that. They got you covered, okay? Yeah, I need to buff up Wilhelmina again. I wondered if maybe I could have just had Lathel as well, give additional buff to Luvencia. I actually did think about that, but I don't know. I really don't like going into battle with, like, you know, not having at least another DPS. That's just me, though. Ooh, it's gonna knock us the hell out. Okay, so we're gonna have to, like, you know, make this one count. I would rather get the crit damage, but I know that this would enhance the chain reinforcement, though. You know what? Let's do this one instead. We'll see how it turns out. Maybe I should put Blade in as well. I don't know. It's like, there's a lot of what ifs, right? What I could do here and there. Okay. So we're going to take another look then. Maybe putting Blade would benefit me. Maybe it would. I don't know. All I know is that having Wild Dog Levencia, Deal Snatcher Levencia is a must in my opinion for this fight. Just because this is a light elemental that you're going up against. So we'll take another look at this fight. But I just wanted to show you, you know, showcase Sonya's ability there. It actually was very helpful considering that it got all the weak spots on Tanya there. So that was actually, you know, a great benefit. Okay, let's go take a look at the new premium shop, guys. Here's a new shop. Okay, if you want to go and whale on out, here you guys go. Oh, this is new. Oh, wow, they actually put another pack out. Nice. So this is actually a new one. See, they had this one, Tower Desire. Now they added another Tower Desire. But you have to clear at least, like, these floors to get them. And then if you want to whale, this is like 50 tickets you can get. Right? And here's the other one. So reaching the higher floors here. So yeah, we're actually going to take a look at those. Because, wow. Like I said, if you want to whale on out, there you go. There's your moment to shine with it. Okay, let's look at the new passes, guys. New passes. Here you guys go. Now, normally I always go for just this one, the free one. You can spend if you want the additional. I think it's like 45 tickets, if I'm not mistaken. An additional 45 tickets altogether over here, along with obviously the other rewards that you see. Lots of what's it called? Crystal refinements for your substat changes. Then we have this one right here. Now this is the one I always go for because like making back 1,000 gems in this game is very easy to do. It's very you know, very non-grindy, so to say, to do. I should word it like that. Plus, when you reach level 20, you at least get some of it back. So you get like 600 back, right? Sometimes you get the full amount. Sometimes they give you like at least like 600. I don't know. It's like a kind of like a, what's it called? It's like every other, like, I would say season pass, they do that. So like the next one, we'll most likely see it be like, you'll get like the 1,000 back at like level 14. That's normally how it works. Because like the last one, you got your 1,000 gems back in return for spending the 1,000 gems. This time around, you'll get the 600 at level 20 with tickets. So, see what I'm trying to say? They always switch it on up. Not a bad thing. But yeah, I would say spending 1,000 gems on that is worth it. Because you also get those additional tickets as well. Right? And we all love our tickets. Right? We all love our tickets. Oh yeah, be sure to check your mail. For the, well, for everything here. Okay, maintenance. Got my Powder of Hope here. Nice. 2,200 gems. all together for the other things that I got with it. Okay, so yeah, I'm still trying to build up my gem count ever since the last update. Ruby has set me quite a bit back, but I mean, she was worth it in my eyes because I love the twins. But I'm just saying, like, you know, it did take me a bit of time back. Okay, let's look at the dev notes so we can keep this show rolling, this update showcasing. Okay, so let's see. Now, obviously, everyone else is going to be released on... Let's see. So we have Sonya until the 24th, right? I think it was the 24th, right? Or 25th, excuse me, the 25th. And then we have Life scheduled. Not Life, my goodness. Tier. We have Tier scheduled. My gosh, I'm so sorry. I know, it's very early on doing this video. We have Tier debuting on September 25th, so basically right after Sonya's ends. She'll be running through October 10th when she does debut, and then the Prophetic Dream Darien is going to be debuting on October 2nd through October 23rd. So there's the lineup, and also that does apply to their gears as well. And yes, I am going to be rolling for their gears too, because, you know, they are, well, depending on what tier is, I'm not really sure, because she could be a, I don't know. To me, I don't know to you guys, but tier in my eyes seems like someone that would heal your team, more of a supporter role. I don't know. She just seems like that to me. Obviously, Darien is going to be a straight up heavy hitter DPS unit. So that's what we're going to have to, like, you know, wait until we see, you know, with everything there. But yeah, I do believe Tier is going to be a, I don't know. She just seems like she'll be a more of a supporter role. But yeah. Okay, let's look at these other updates that they did. So we took a look at the Fiend Hunter Tanya there. Gonna have to wait until the Frenzied Wolf, the other Fiend Hunter, that's going to be appearing the following week after, well, not the following, I should say following weeks after, like, Tanya. Oh yeah, let's look at the ability skill improvements, because that is something that we can take a look at. So let's go look. We'll go back. Okay, so let's see. Do this. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so we're taking a look at this here. So this is the other quality of life update that they did, and yeah, I was correct. So they were going to add another one here for me to go through. Nice. It also tells you how much you have until like the next level up, because you can't level up their skills with books. It's actually really nice that they did this. So now if you go into your inventory, or not your inventory, but your ability skill inventory, you can see how far away you are to like the next level. Like for example, Lavencia here, I use her a lot on the field when I like, you know, collect stuff, and also Zenith. So expert is the level below legendary, which is where it caps out. So yeah, that's actually nice to know, because like I don't know how further I have to go until I activate the skill. So seeing the bar now for the experience bar, I should say, that's actually really nice. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. So let me just put them in here, right? Let me see. I'll put... Well, I'm not sure if I can re-put. Wait, can I? No, I wouldn't be able to do that, right? At least I don't think I would. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting confused in my head. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Okay, so I'll do Helena's, just because. I'll do Raphithia's and Gray's danger detection. I'll also do... Who else can I do here? Leckless's. I really don't use a lot of them, just because I really just explore, and that's about it. That's for me, at least. Put another revival. I don't know. Like I said, this is like something that I really didn't see myself putting here. Oh, can I actually change the slots? Oh, you can now. Oh, let's go. Now you don't have to like unpin them and then repin them to like the positioning. You can actually just drag them and put them in the positions now. That's nice. You weren't able to do that before. And what I meant by what I was saying before was, so let's just say for this, for example, if I wanted to change out, let's say Zenith Search, or not Zenith Search, Rafithias, right? If I wanted to change out Rafithias, what would happen was it would basically move the skill after hers in the lineup down to the 4th position. And then if I wanted to re-equip her to 4th position, I would have to like take everybody out again and then do like, you know, the countdown up, so to say. That's basically what you had to do, basically. I'm just using that as an example, by the way. But yeah, that's what you had to do then. Now I don't have to do that. I can just simply drag and place. Very, very nice. They made it very simple now. I mean, it wasn't like it was overly complicated before, but I'm just saying that, you know, you can drag and do that now. So there's also 3 that you can go through. So, for example, you see how it says my tab key? Just do this. There used to be 2 of them, right? There used to be 2. Now there's 3. So very nice. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, it actually does say you can drag. Sorry. Guys, there's a lot of information that I read, okay? But now you know. Now you know if you're watching this video. Now you know. Okay, so next they improved the functionality of certain ability skills. So the Gloom Glooty can now be removed without requiring a dash when using Overpower. Okay, so let's go check that out. This was actually something that at times I wouldn't realize it when I was like running around, and then it would just happen. So let's see. Map-wise, we'll go to the Triple Alliance one. Because this is the one I go through. I go to a lot because of the ore. I collect a lot of ore when it comes to the exploration side of things. So like, let's see here. So I'll put Overpowered on. So I'll do this. So we have to run into a black looty, basically. The ones that like kamikaze on you. So let's see. So that still works. And I don't know why I'm doing that still. Give me a moment. Do the exploration. Might as well just do it, right? So let me do that. This is how I normally do my stuff, by the way. Very, very quickly. Okay, so here we have... Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, so they did. It actually works. Let's get it. So before, that actually never used to happen. What would happen was the black looties would just like straight up run at you and go through the overpowered shield that either Alec or Teresa had on them. And then they would like kamikaze on you and you would take damage. That's how it was before. Now they just simply run into the shield and they get, you know, one-shotted. So like, we'll see it again, right? Boom. Very nice. Very, very nice. I love the 3 tabs, by the way. Now, a lot of people might... I don't know. I'm not going to say a lot of people. Let me just say, there might be players out there that are wondering, like, what benefits do these skills might have? Because since you don't really use them a lot when you're just out and about. Because you're mostly, like, you know, fighting either with, you know, in the in-game menu fighting. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, not in-game menu fighting. You know what I mean. Whenever you fight, right, you don't really have these abilities. It's more for just exploration, collecting items, cooking. Because the thing is, guys, and this is a big thing, I want to let you guys know this, to acquire gold in this game, right? Everybody I know runs out of gold very, very quickly. So the thing here is this. I was legit looking at this recently. Actually, it was yesterday, in fact, which is recent, right? When I was streaming this yesterday. And I noticed that whenever I go in here, because I never really bothered cooking all that much until I realized when I went to go sell these kebabs here, they were selling for such a high price. Like, I kid you not. Let me just show you. It was selling for such a high price. I was just like, wow. You're telling me I've been missing out on all this gold? So yeah, let's go take a look at what I was saying with this. Now, I don't know if this depends on where you are, like, sell price wise, like, you know, if it's different everywhere. But let me just show you. We're gonna go to the to the horny Arcadian souvenir merchant. If you ever talk to her, you'll understand what I mean, okay? We'll use the bargaining selects, right? There we go. That gives you a discount, by the way, when you buy things. So, like, for example, this discount plus doing the what's it called, missions in this so-and-so map, you get a discount on things, right? So what my friend does, what he tells me at least, he buys the honey, and then he resells it. That's actually what he does. So, like, for example, 100 of these, right? Okay, so 100 of these, you know, is 36,000, correct? So then when we go in the shop again, oh no, we have to go in the shop again. Hold up. Get out of the menu. Talk to her again. And then if we sell it, right? If we sell our wares here, let's go look at the honey. So I bought 100 of those. What? Right? I bought 100. So let's see. So if I sell it back, so it's not that much gold, right? It's like 5,000. So yeah, you lost like a lot out of that. However, if you sell it and make food out of it, right? If you make the food, right? Now, this was just an example I'm going to use. Where is the kebabs? Where are the kebabs at? Where are they? Where are my kebabs? Well, regardless, let me just show you the food. You see how much they sell for? You see that? Like, these are the 5-star foods that you would, like, make. Correct? That's what I mean. So, like, if I like, sold her this shiny Gambus, look how much I would make. Just 10 of these sells for 58k. Right? And if I were to sell more of this, now this is 6,000. Now, mind you, this ingredient for getting this, you have to get on Exodus. It's like especially for Exodus. So you have to get the ingredients there. But do the calculations like for 70 of these, right? That's a lot. That is a lot. So like, you know what? Let me just do it. Bring my calculator out because why not? So you got 6,600. We'll just place it at. So 70 times 6,600 would be... You would legit be selling 70 of these kebabs for like 460k. That's crazy, am I right? That's for food that you would sell, right? So always do, like, honestly, what I would suggest you guys do from now on. This is just suggesting. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I would suggest doing it. And by the way, this is the one I was saying that you need to find on Exodus to make those kebabs. But, not kebabs. What am I talking about? The, Fire of Hell Kimbab. My goodness. But yeah, I had kebabs here last time that oh yeah, it was right here. These are the ones. So these skewers, right? These skewers, the kebabs, they sell for 500k. So, like, that's what I mean. In case you guys are wondering still, like, why do I have to explore all that much? Well, there's your incentive. There's your reason to collect ingredients and whatnot on the field, okay? Potatoes, hop, for example, on this page. Now, for example, when I was saying with the kebabs, right? Those kebabs I was going to sell for 500k. That's a lot of gold, by the way, like I said. They are on story map 1 for the mushrooms, right? And then on Promise of Vengeance, you get the rest of the ingredients for them. So yeah, overall, I would highly suggest just doing that. And this is why these skills serve such an importance, okay? Especially the cooking skill with Ustia. So I would level up that cooking skill for Ustia up to legendary if you can. Just work on it, right? And then start cooking and then selling these ingredients to the shops, right? That's what I would suggest doing, because that's free gold you can get just for using food that you make that you're really not going to use, because you can just heal yourself now at, like, the inns, and it'll, like, fill your health up now. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's a really smart way of earning gold, and I wish I had just known this back when I started playing. I know, all right? I don't know how I didn't notice this, but I do now, okay? It's better late than never, right? Next update here, guys. So they did say that they increased the HP cap to full now whenever you go to the inn to heal. So it used to be like 90%, now it's 100%. right? I showed you guys the banners for like costumes and gear now, how that's separated. Well, for some reason, the Fiend Hunter for Tanya didn't have a conditional skill, so I was really confused about that, or else I would have shown you what they did differently with the UI. Because they split it up now, where it would show you on the right-hand side the upcoming like attack of theirs, and then on the left-handed side, it showed you where where the conditional skill was. Meaning, if you met the conditions with that skill in particular that they were going to launch, you were able to do like an immense amount of damage in like so and so turns, right? But they didn't have that for Tanya, so unfortunately I couldn't really show you that. But I would expect to see it maybe in the guild raid when they have it, so because that is going to be coming on up in this update. So let's see here. Recommended formation improvements. So basically in story, if you're having a hard time with a fight and you go to the recommended, because there is now a tab where you can go to recommended, it would tell you like, you know, who's good against this so and so opponents, boss for like main story and other content as well. I'm pretty sure it even does it for like, because I noticed that it does it somewhat for the Fiend Hunter bosses. It's somewhat. But then again, that's more along the lines of other players, based on other players on how they passed with it. But nonetheless, you know what? Maybe they would show it for normal battle. Let me see if they do it for this. I don't know if they'll do it for this or not, but let's check. Because I completed most of my like, well, actually, I completed all my main stories, so I can't really show you. So let's see here. We'll just put who I have on the field, right? Yeah, we'll just leave them there. This is just for showing you guys, so it's nothing like I'm gonna get into this. Okay, so where they have... Okay, so here's recommended, right? So this is the recommended layout. Okay, so they just show it here. Okay, so... Yeah, they would recommend using this setup here by, like, other members, you know, from other guilds. They do the same thing for Fiend Hunter. So, yeah, this is basically the same thing for the Fiend Hunter for recommended setups. So by lowest combat, by highest combat. So I'm going to assume that they were on, like, the challenge stages for this. That's very interesting. They're using gray. Interesting. Show you the formations, right? You can enable this for your team if you have them unlocked. It'll just put them on the field for you automatically. I don't know about the gear. I think it's just gear-wise. It's whatever you have on them and, like, you know, your character menu page. You can also set it now to if you want your public, your formation to be public or private. Okay, so if you know you don't want to like, I don't know. If you don't want it to be shown, then you can turn it off, on if you want it to be, right? So up to you guys. I'll just knock these guys out because, you know, why not? There we go. Levy, I'll take care of it. So what other ones can we look at the moment? So in last night, okay, last night mode, the number of unowned costumes is now displayed, making it easier to find formations you can realistically follow. I love how they say realistically. Okay, so if we go now then to, yeah, let's go check it out. Okay, so let's go to now the Fiend Hunter. Or, not Fiend Hunter, last night mode. Let's check this out. I'm so used to just doing it manually. I keep forgetting that. I have to get used to this, you know? I have to get used to this because I've done it for so long without using these shortcuts, right? Because they didn't have them back then when I played. So I'm just so used to going to the menu and then going through, you know? Okay, so let's go check out last night mode. So what do they say here? Okay, then. So in last night, the number of unknown costumes is now displayed, making it easier to find formations you can realistically follow. Okay, so basically what this means is, so let me see, where would it show it? Actually, where would it show it? Because once you start it, it just automatically battles it out. Where would it show you on the menu with this? Um, yeah, there's no like, there's nothing here where it says recommended. Is there? Obviously, last night is always owns in Liberta. That's a must. I don't know. I'm not seeing where it would say recommended anywhere here. Huh. Um, my bad. I'm trying to find it, but I can't find where it would say recommended. Maybe there's nothing here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so you have to click on rec or replace, right? You have to click on replace first, and then it'll show you recommended. Okay. So if you go here now, oh wow, they actually got space and time traveler. Damn. Yeah, this is this is the #1 rank right now. They must have some like all their gear has to be like triple S. Like no joke, it would have to be tier 4 to even attain this number. Okay, so we look at their formations. Oh, they got Lathel last. Man, their Lathel must be a heavy hitter because no joke, guys. Lathel in this game does so much damage, right? He has all those like costumes, and if you level them up, skill tree, everything, he's a monster. It's crazy how much he hits with his Vengeance Lathel. It's nuts. Let's see here. So recommended. So it tells you in the layout here. So who you have? Trying to see the number because like it says on the display I'm looking at for like the dev notes, it says there's a number right near here. So it's probably because I have them all unlocked. Maybe that's why. Because from what it says here, it says in last night the number of unowned costumes is now displayed. So yeah, I have them all unlocked here, so it won't show like a number here. Oh yeah, right here. So okay, so I actually own. I don't own one. So it says like it says not owned if you look closely. So I don't have one, which is oh what? I do have her. Why is it saying I don't have her? It's saying like I don't have her here. Oh, maybe it's referring to. Oh, it is the. Okay, so this is the other Ruby. This is the one Ruby I don't have. Sorry, I forgot that you can change the display. Yeah, that's the other Rubia, so I don't have her. So it does show you which costumes you don't own for like the formations to work or not for you guys. So that's actually really nice. Just it tells you, if you don't have them, then you're like, oh, okay, like now I have to switch it up. It lets you know at least, right? Guild Raid, I would have to show you with Guild Raid when Guild Raid does unlock on September 25th. Hopefully I'm back from vacation by then. Let's see, what else do we got here to show you? New guild emotes are being added. Okay, so I can show you just the new guild emotes really quickly. So I'll go to my guild here, right? Let's see, go here, not there, emotes. So let's see, did they add them? But I'm not seeing Nebris. Okay, so maybe they didn't add them yet. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's probably going to be done on 25th. Duh, when the Fiend Hunter's out. My bad. Never mind. The other improvements they did say are going to be on the 25th here in the dev notes. So, like, the zoom in that everybody is looking forward to, right? This is going to be added on the 25th. So, yes, guys, you are going to have to wait until September 25th. Along with me to have the zoom in function now for like the wallpaper, right? I know it's unfortunate, but that's just something we gotta wait for. That's just something we have to wait for. But believe me, I'll be covering it, showcasing it like I'm showcasing these updates here and going through everything. Right? That's the purpose of this video right now. Okay. So yeah. On September 25th, you'll have the home menu zoom in function. So yeah, if I wanted to, guys, I would zoom in on this. Oh man, right? I know. I'm a very cultured man, or a cultured frog in this case. I don't have my Pepe model up still, guys. Still having some issues with it. But anyway, preview button has been added so you can check your home screen setup before applying it. That's also going to be added on the 25th. So a lot of these other updates that they're doing are more or less going to be happening in the later half of this entire update, okay? So you'll just have to wait and see, or I'll just have to wait and see as well to show you, because they're also going to be adding these functions for where you can have now your crystals displayed on the right hand side, know how much you have there, right? New UI. They also changed the 5-star guaranteed draw tap to advanced update, so like it'll have this rainbow around them, you know, looking very, you know, ethereal new look to them, so you'll be able to see that. Also, the UR guaranteed draw improvements. Now, if you are going to be rolling for gear with Sonya's, I would suggest, now this is just me, I would highly suggest just waiting until that update happens with it, okay, for the new UR guaranteed draw improvements. Just hold off on it, okay? Just hold off on it. Believe me, it'll get done. Okay, guys, it'll get done. But that's just me and what I would say about it. And I'm not sure, did they actually have a survey? I'm not sure if they did or not. Did they? I'm not sure. Did they have a survey, guys? I don't remember. I hope I didn't miss out on the survey. I always do those surveys. You know, it's a nice way to get your point across to the devs. And the devs do actually read them, okay? I know we just had that entire debacle with the entire, you know, Lathlo and Gray changing the females and retconning the story. They did address these in their like announcements now and for their live stream if you want to go check out their video, or me covering what they said. You know, I have it on my playlist. But this video ain't for that. This video is just for, you know, looking at the updates for the new, you know, Sonya here and everything else. But yeah, so everything else for update wise is going to be on September 25th. So at the moment, have fun with it, okay? Have fun with it, because I really feel like I hit everything. I was literally looking at the dev notes to do this a lot easier for me, because half the time when there's a new update, I'm kind of like, where do I start first, you know? So I went down the list here. That's what happened with the September 11th one. Okay, guys, so I'll catch you all on the next. As for Sonya, her investment, I'll say it at the end of this video here now. You know, I would say plus one in her is the best for where she's at right now. Snag a copy of her either in the Powder of Hope shop, or if you really want to level her up, then I would suggest, let's see. So we have her plus one, right? Let's say you also level up the skill tree, correct? Which is what I'm gonna do, because I want to get more of that vulnerability here, right? So I would say plus 3 in her. You don't have to go fully all out for her. If you really want to, and you really want that extra dark vulnerability, along with the just vulnerability in general, then yeah, plus 5er, skill tree wise, she'll be a heavy investment. But in the long run, she'll be very helpful, because she doesn't just target vulnerability overall, she also targets specific ones, in this case dark vulnerability. So if you're going up against light elemental types or light elemental bosses in the future, she'll definitely have your back with that, okay? Especially if you have a very well-built Luvencia, okay? She'll do some serious damage, along with, you know, other chain stacking supporters like Liberta's Onsen, Rafithia's bridal one, right? So there you go. And with that being said, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful. If there's any comments that you would like to leave below what I can improve upon in my videos, please let me know so that I can take what you're saying and then put it into my next, okay? Because I want to, you know, I'm not sure if I always do well or not, because, you know, not many people say anything at times. So like, well, about, you know, the video in itself, with like my commentary on these types of like updated videos. So I would like to know and get your feedback if these are informative to you, and if not, let me know. Tell me what I can add more to it, and I'll be happy to have it in the next video, okay? But with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next. Stay safe and healthy, guys, and thank you all for watching, taking the time out of your day to watch this. And I hope that in the future, when we come to like these main story, like the new main story, I'm definitely excited for season 4, okay? And until then, guys, you all stay safe, and until then, take care.